The first topic is Concept and Theory by Edgar Schein's Organizational Culture Theory. First of all, we have artifacts. Artifacts represent companies' commitment, which include professional employees who wear uniform throughout their establishment, luxurious hotels and casino, and modern entertainment facilities. The next one is espouse values. For Genting Berhad Group, this point encourages companies' employees to work well together. For example, they focus on excellence, teamwork, innovation, integrity, and providing customers with the best possible experience and services. And last but not least, underlying assumptions. This point reflects the deeper beliefs of the company's employees and management. Companies' employees will believe that providing excellent customer service is essential for maintaining the company's reputation and success.
Hello guys, my name is Nurhan Berhad and my number metric is 1252185. So today we are going to talk about Genting Berhad. Founded in 1965 by the late Tan Sri Lim Gohtong, Genting Berhad is a leading Malaysian multinational conglomerate that transformed Genting Highland into a world-renowned tourism destination. Over the years, the company has diversified from a single resort project into a global corporation with business interests in gaming, leisure, hospitality, plantation, energy, and prosperity development. The core of Genting business relies on gaming, leisure, and hospitality, operate through its flagship resort brand across Malaysia, Singapore, the United States, the United Kingdom, and the Bahamas. Driven by its vision to be the world leading integrated resort operator, Genting Berhad remains committed to delivering exceptional customer experience and sustainable growth to create long-term value for its stakeholders.
First, let's look at the application of organizational culture in Genting Group. On the slide, it's mentioned share meanings and values. Basically, organizational culture is the personality of the company. It's what makes Genting different from other brands. And for Genting, this personality was built and deeply influenced by their founder, the late Tan Sri Lim Gohtong. Next is management use the vision and mission as espoused values. What are espoused values? They are the official goals stated by management to guide the staff. For Genting, their main focus is always making the customer the priority. Their mission is not just about making profit, but being responsive to customer demand and using new technology. To make it clear, this mission reinforces four key pillars in Genting culture. First, customer responsiveness. Since Genting is in the hospitality industry, they must quickly adapt when customer demand change. Second, innovation and technology. Genting doesn't stay old school. They digitalize their resort by using smart gaming system at casinos, cashless payment, and data analytics to track what guests like. Third, human capital development. They look after their workers, they give fair reward and training so employees can grow their career. Fourth, corporate responsibility. They maintain high transparency and good governance so that stakeholders can trust them. Lastly, for their vision, Genting wants long-term sustainable growth. That is why they don't just focus on casinos or hotels, but they continuously expand into six core sectors: leisure, hospitality, plantation, property, energy, and life science.
Okay, so here is the real world example about Genting Berhad, about vision and mission. So, Genting Berhad actively demonstrate its corporate commitment through digital innovation, sustainability, and strategic global expansion. The launching of Genting Skyworld theme park highlight its responsiveness to customer need by integrating advanced digital technologies such as virtual queue system and mobile application to enhance the visitor experience. Simultaneously, the company uphold strong corporate responsibility by implementing environmental initiative, including energy efficiency, waste management, and water conservation, alongside transparent governance framework to ensure long-term sustainable growth. Furthermore, Genting's successful international properties such as Resort World in Sentosa, New York City, and Las Vegas reinforce its vision of becoming a leading multinational corporation that continuously enhances shareholder value through global diversification.
Next, let's talk about corporate governance. On the slide, it says integrity and risk prevention. What this actually means is that Genting cleans up their house from the inside first, before they go out and do charity. They make sure their managers and staff are honest. This transparent system stops bad things like corruption or stealing company money before it even happens. Now, look at the point below. For environment, it's simple. They want less waste. So, in Genting hotels, they cut down on plastic bottle and use smart technology to save electricity. For social diversity, Genting operate globally, so their staff come from all over the world. They create a culture where no matter where you are from, you get treated fairly and get equal changes. Lastly, sustainability of vision. This means Genting doesn't just hire people to work blindly. They actively train and groom their staff so that the worker can grow their career for the long term. Lastly, let's look at the Genting five core values. These values act as their cultural compass instead of just rules. These are the legacies left by the founder to guide how the company runs daily. First is honesty. What this means is the Genting believes leaders must lead by example. They must be fair and moral when dealing with everyone, whether it's the customer, business partner, or their own employees. Second is hard work. In Genting, hard work means they don't just think about long-term goals, but they are also fast in taking action to solve urgent operational problems. They don't copy old ways. They are not afraid of change. Third is harmony. Workplace harmony means strong teamwork. When employees support each other and give constructive feedback, operations across all business segments run smoothly and efficiently. Fourth is loyalty. When employees feel like they belong to a family, they become loyal to the organization. This helps Genting to lower their turnover rates, meaning less people quit and they get a stable workforce. And lastly, compassion. Genting believes that business success is incomplete if you don't give back to the community. That's why they focus heavily on charity, especially in improving education and healthcare for the public.
Okay, next is about real world example about corporate social responsibility, which is CSR. Genting Berhad firmly uphold corporate governance, environmental sustainability, and talent development. The company enforces strict ethical conduct through its comprehensive anti-bribery policies and whistleblowing channel. Environmentally, Genting actively reduced its carbon footprint through single-use plastic reduction, water conservation, and eco-friendly waste management. Additionally, the organization fosters an inclusive workplace that promotes diversity and invests heavily in continuous employee training and leadership development to ensure long-term sustainable growth. So this is the last real-world example of application, which is core value breakdown. Genting Berhad strongly embeds its core value into corporate culture. Honesty and integrity are maintained through strict anti-bribery policies, while the value of hard work is reflected in massive expansions like Genting Skywork. The company fosters harmony and loyalty by prioritizing employee well-being, collaboration, and continuous career development. Finally, it is demonstrate compassion through the Genting Foundation, which actively support education, healthcare, and community welfare initiative.
Hi everyone, now let's look at section 4 of our report, the strength and weakness of Genting's organizational culture. When we analyze Genting through organizational behavior theories, we see a fascinating mix of traditional family values and modern global standards. Let's start with their core strengths. First, Genting has a strong clan culture where loyalty runs deep. This generational mindset allows them to survive major crises like the COVID-19 pandemic, without losing their core identity or stopping their global expansions. Second, while a strict top-down hierarchy is often criticized, it actually works as a massive operational driver in the high-risk gaming and hospitality industry. Clear vertical structures mean standard operating procedures are allowed flawlessly. Finally, Genting is highly adaptable. They balance their core hospitality operations with smart diversification into palm oil, energy, and life sciences. Plus, their famous Asian hospitality DNA is embedded in their training, giving them a major competitive advantage worldwide. First, Genting has a very mechanistic structure with so many layers of management and compliance. Lower level managers often face low approval times, making it hard to respond quickly to minor market changes. Second, decision-making power is heavily centralized at the top. Even though they appointed their first non-family CEO, Datuk Sri Tan Kong Han, the ultimate strategy still relies deeply on the lean family dynamics, which can make middle management overly dependent on top-down instructions. Third, extensive diversification has created cultural fragmentation. Managing a casino resort in Singapore is worlds apart from managing a plantation in rural Malaysia. These divisions tend to operate autonomously, which hurts internal communication and group synergy. Lastly, because of the high power distance, lower-level employees often feel uncomfortable speaking up or suggesting new ideas. This strict hierarchy can make it harder to retain younger talent who prefer flexible, collaborative environments. In conclusion, this report demonstrates that Genting Group's organizational culture is the core driving force behind its global success and long-term sustainability. Guided by the foundation values of its founder and analyzed through Edgar Saint's theories, the company effectively aligns its luxury artifacts and corporate operation with its core mission of excellent customer service. However, while this traditional hierarchical framework has given Genting incredible resilience to survive major global economic shocks, it also creates challenges like bureaucratic rigidity, centralized risks, and communication silos across its diverse divisions. To maintain its competitive edge on the global stage, Genting must gradually evolve its structure by breaking down these internal barriers and fostering more open, bottom-up communication to empower its modern workforce.